right? But sometimes what happens is, let me give you an example. We have to take a job because we need the money. The need for the money is bigger than the need for the enjoyment of the work. Samuel, the need for the money is bigger than the need for the enjoyment of work. That's when we take up work, and this is most people, because most people who graduate from university don't end up working in the profession that they went to school for. So we take up whatever job because the earning of money is more important than the enjoyment of the work. But when we do that, we've got to understand what we're doing. We've got to understand that I'm doing this work because I need the money. And I'm going to do this. This is my temporary place. This is not where I live. This is not my zip code. I am going to do this work on a temporary basis until I can find that opportunity that is going to give me both the money and the satisfaction. But just now, the satisfaction, I can put that satisfaction away and just do the work, which means that now I have a new decision to make. I have already made the decision. The money, the earning of the money is more important than the satisfaction from the work. So now I have a new decision to make. And the new decision I have to make is to enjoy the work while I have to do it. I must find ways to enjoy the work while I have to do it. And here's the thing. If it's not important enough, then you won't make the decision to keep doing it. So you don't want the money badly enough to go and do the job that you don't like doing because you need the money. And here's the thing. The turning point is the understanding that when the money starts flowing, then money flowing is a magnet that makes more money flow. Money beginning to flow is the magnet that makes more money flow. So when people do this to themselves, they say, I'm not going to take a job that I don't enjoy doing. I'm going to wait for the right thing that lights me up to show up for me, and then I'll go to work. That just means that the money is not important. And then if that is the case, then be okay with it. Tell yourself, I'm satisfied where I am, and I'm just going to sit here and wait for that thing to show up that lights my bulb. But then you've got another decision to make, and that decision is to stop pushing against the amount of time it's taking. Be satisfied. Bring yourself up the emotional scale, and don't worry about when that opportunity will show up. Don't worry about it. It'll show up when it shows up. Colonel Sanders didn't create KFC till he was 65. And he worked a job until he retired. Right? So this is the thing. We make these decisions more complicated than they have to be. But you just got to understand what is going on inside you. That's how you make good decisions. And it's all about decisions, because when you don't make a decision, you get stuck in the middle, and then you sit there and you wait for things to change. And sometimes you can stay there forever. Give yourself permission to make decisions. What happens is, the decision people make is when they go and take a job that they don't like doing. Then the decision they make is, I'm going to hate this forever. And if you make the decision that you're going to hate this forever, and then they renew their vows, you know, like people renew their marriage vows. Every morning they get up and they renew the vow. I am going to go to work and hate it. So give yourself permission to make a new decision. wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I'm going to go to work, and today I decide to look at things differently. Today I am making the decision that I need the money, so I'm here. I'm going to do this job because making of the money is more important than the satisfaction from the work. So I'm going to find a way to enjoy doing the work. I see people doing many jobs that they don't like doing, but they find something to enjoy the work. I find a lot of times people, let me give you an example. One of my clients was laid off. His name's Larry. Larry was laid off, and Larry decided, good morning, Andrea, good to see you. Larry was offered a job to ride on the garbage truck and collect garbage from people's homes. And he needed the money enough that he said, that's okay. So forget about what his history was. He was a very high-paying executive. And then there was nothing. So he took this job. He said, I don't have to enjoy it, but I sure do enjoy the feeling of some money coming into my bank account, because that means I am not using up my savings. So he took this job, and then he found a way to enjoy it. He stopped paying attention to the garbage that he was picking up. He started enjoying the feeling of riding the truck. He bought headphones, noise cancelling, and he listened to podcasts and music all day while he was doing his work. And it helped him to get by. It helped him to cover a period of time when he needed the money and he didn't care where the money was coming from. And then things changed. He didn't have to do that forever. But you see, the feeling of money coming in and appreciation, don't push back, because when the money lands in your bank account, but you've been pushing against the job for the whole month before the money landed in your bank account, which energy has created more momentum? The 5 minutes of appreciation for when the money lands in your bank account is not enough to counter a whole month of dissing the kind of work that you're doing. And this is the problem. This is the predominant problem in our society, which we call the rat race. Why do we call it the rat race? Because people are running around doing work that they don't enjoy doing. They are doing it for the money, but they are not finding ways to make it okay to do it. They are not finding ways to enjoy it. That's why it's a rat race. Because every single day they wake up and they say, I hate this. And when you start your day saying, I wish I didn't have to go to work. No, don't do that. I'm so grateful for this work that I have, because it's going to put food on my table. And I know that this is not my permanent place. I know I can do more, and the opportunity to do more is on its way. And in the meantime, I'm going to make the best of this. That is an attitude of doing whatever it takes. I'm going to do whatever it takes, universe, because I need the money just now, so I'm going to find ways. I'm going to make decisions that help me be satisfied right now. And when you make that decision, then the money starts flowing, because like attracts like. Money flowing in attracts more money flowing in. When you turn the tap off, when you say, no, I'm not doing this anymore, I can't stand it, then you constrict the supply of money. And then you have to start all over again to build the momentum, to work on your beliefs. So, like I've always taught, it's easier to go with your beliefs than to start looking for them to change them. That's a lot more work, because then I would have to go, I would have to drill down and go into introspection to discover why the work that lights me up is not coming to me. Why am I not able to make money through that? Right? So, as Abraham teaches us, take the path of least resistance. Take the path of least resistance.